Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. As you know, I've done a refit in the workshop and I managed to get onto the lathe last week after finishing all the setting up and turned a couple of pieces. If you follow me on Facebook or social media, you'll have seen a couple of those bits that I've done last week just to get back into the swing of turning after about 8 weeks of not being able to use the lathe at all. So, but I'm back now. In my stash of wood I've got, I was lucky enough to be given a piece of spalted, I'm not sure what the wood is, whether it's spalted beech or what, but there we go. How about that for a piece of spalting? It's quite a wide piece, it's about 14 inches wide, and it's just under 3 inches in depth. I think it's about just over 2 3/4 in depth. So I can get really a couple of nice bowls out of that. I've marked a couple out on here. Just so you can, I don't know whether you can see that, but I've just marked out a couple of blanks on there. I'm going to cut them on the bandsaw and get one of them up on the lathe and see what it turns like. I know sometimes when timber's spalted it can be quite difficult to finish, but I'm going to give it a go. There is a bit of an inclusion in this one here, but I think I can probably lose that when I turn the piece. If not, then it will stay in there and just form a little bit of a feature really on the bowl. So there we go, that's the piece. I'm going to get it up on the bandsaw, get the blanks cut, and then mount it up on the lathe and make a start. So stick around if you want to see this piece turned, and I'll catch you in a minute. Well, I'm pretty happy with the finish off the gouge with that. It won a little bit of sanding, obviously. There's a little bit of tear out just round here. Some of that I'll lose when I finish the bottom, but the rest of it's not too bad actually. It's come up quite well. I'm happy with the shape. and I'm going to sand this up now. I'm going to go through the grits. I'm going to start at 120 and go up to 240. Right, well, I'm happy with the finish on that now. I've sanded that to 400 grit, and I'm really pleased with how that's come up. I'm going to use Hampshire Sheen citrus burnishing oil. I'm going to give that a couple of coats to start with, and then we'll see how that looks. But I'm certainly going to put 2 coats on, maybe 3. Okay, so that's just 1 coat of oil, and that's really made it pop out to look quite distinctive, really. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll buff that off, burnish that off a bit, and put another coat on. There we go. That's had 3 coats of oil now, and that's been burnished off between each coat, so I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. I'm going to spin this round now and remount it in the chuck, and then we can start on hollowing out the inside. There we go, it's all ready now to go and to start to hollow out the inside of the bowl. It seems to be running fairly true, so let's get started. Okay, so that's got the bulk of the inside out, and I'm just going to go and give my gouger sharpen up just to put a better cutting edge on there, so I can do a couple of finishing cuts in there. I've got some tool marks in the bottom there, and I just want to bring that round a little bit more of a gentle sweep in there. But I'm happy with the overall thickness of the walls. Probably just need a little bit more out in here on this edge, but I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go over and sharpen up the gouge, and then we'll come back and do a couple of finishing cuts. Okay, so I've now still got 1 or 2 tool marks in there, but I'm happy with the thickness around here and in the bottom. So I'm going to go with the Simon Hope negative rate scraper just to put a finishing cut round the inside. I've moved the tool rest back so that the tool can sit nice and flat on there, and we'll take a few cuts around there just to take off the high spots and any tool marks. Hopefully it won't cause too much tear out, but let's give it a go. Check the depth again with my homemade depth gauge, and I've still got 10 mil in the bottom there, so that's absolutely fine. I just need to finish that off. I'll get this sanded up now, and I'm going to sand this same as the outside. Start at 120 and go through to 240, 320, and then finally 400. So I won't bore you with all the sanding. I'll get on and do the sanding, and then I'll come back to you before I apply the finish. Okay, so that's sanded up to 400 now, same as we did on the outside. I'm going to go through the same process again now. I'm going to put some more citrus burnishing hot oil on. So there we go. That's the bowl finished, piece of Spalted Beech. It's got some lovely patterns and some lovely sporting in it. I'm really pleased with how it's come up. I've just got the little chucking point on the bottom to take off, and just to put my little maker's mark in there, but I'll do that. I'm going to let the oil cure a little bit more, and then I'll probably just give it another little buff before I take the foot off, and then that's about it. So there we go, quite a nice little bowl. Hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share the video if you would. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, perhaps you might like to go across and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when I upload new content. So until the next one, I'm going to say goodbye and see you again soon. Bye for now.